So, you know, when something begins to happen, you want to keep an eye on things. These are the ideal cameras. You know, nothing happens for years and years and years. But if there's people mooching about and you want to know, just put a at the moment we're watching that the birds feed in the water, but this could be anywhere and on guard 24/7. The batteries last a long time. If you put it in a place where there's not a lot of animal activity, it just sits there and watches, and you just want that one shot of a face, you just want that one shot of a identification, don't you? So these are pretty cheap to, you know, if you've got somebody and you don't need an outside power source, these run on batteries. So maybe that'd be the way. 2 or 3 of these placed in the right spot might reveal everything. Sometimes, you know what I'm like, I like to be sneaky, snooper sneaky. And now and again, sometimes you have to get really down and dirty and put cameras looking through little holes in little fences. Oh dear me. I'm going to put you here. We're going to use a mixture of the air gun and the grinder. We're going to grind the nails off. Plus we're going to use the air gun, and you should be able to see this pile here going down and this pile here growing. We'll see how we get on. I'll try to remember to push fast forward, because last time I didn't push it and you had the pain of watching me doing them all the way. So hopefully this will be a nice quick film for you. So I had a few of these to tidy up, the bigger pieces. That pile's coming on nicely. I don't know what to do with these. Would it be as easy for me just to cut that off and trim down the side here? That's a good double shelf, isn't it? Putting something heavy on. There's these pieces that have come as like double pieces. Do we go to the effort of splitting them? But because they're already together, I know this is a bit odd, you'd have to put it on the table saw, wouldn't you? You'd have to cut the end off there, come down the table saw, cut all that edge off, and then turn it around and cut all this edge off to make that one work. You wouldn't get much left, but you might make the difference. Again here, look nice and solid, because they're already together as a two. I mean, you've got a depth of a good shelf here, haven't you? Already doubled up. Because they're pretty weak on their own, and doubled up makes them stronger. If they were doubled up from the beginning, I might just keep them as they are, you know. Yeah, just tidy up the end maybe. Because the nails aren't coming through. They're pretty. Are they screwed together? Nah. It's got to be a nail gun, just bang, bang, bang. But why go to the effort of trying to split them apart and break them? I think I'm just gonna clean the ends up, and they're ready to be a shelf. I mean, they're not the straightest of things you've ever seen, but you'd get around that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Anyway, coming on nicely, bit by bit by bit. I'm going to try something because, can you see, it's when you fire the gun, the end of the gun sticks out, which goes in there, which is good for the nail. It's shoving the nail, it's firing the nail all the way out. But do we need it on such pressure? Maybe we'll reduce the pressure. So the pressure in the tank is 90 psi. You can govern the pressure coming out. So we'll take that as a thing. So let's go 1, 2 turns down. See if that makes a difference. It made much of a difference. It's still firing them nails out with gusto. So I wonder if there's another pressure gauge here. What's that say? That says the same as this, doesn't it? Let's give this another couple of turns. 1, 2 turns. I wonder if there's was an existing pressure in there. That hasn't come down. These do adjust. This should be the adjuster. And there's also a blow-off valve here somewhere. And that's just, yeah, that's the pressure valve and the on-off switch. Maximum, minimum. Do we turn a screw here? That doesn't mind. It's this. I'm convinced it's that. Alright, let's try that then. We'll give it another 2 turns. I know. You think I'm going doolally. Why am I moving this side of the pile up to there? I can hear you asking the question. Well, I be reckoning these shorter ones fit in there, look. So if I can sort of move this half of the pile up onto this side, as I'm clean, because I'm running out of space now, but as I'm clearing the shorter ones out of here, I can pile them on top of each other for now, just in here. That's my plan. But of course, all this is in my way and I can't even get to it. So the plan now is to pull this lot out without it falling down. See if I can clear this all the way so that when I get something like this, say, I can put it on there. I can stack it there backwards, can't I? And I can get rid of these short ones then, out of here and out of there. That's the thinking, if I can work my way down here without this lot falling over and trapping me there. And then I've got to pull them out of here and I'm running out of space. I think it will go there. I'm not worried about that. But I'm not quite ready to start putting that there, because where do I put that there when I want to put these here? When I'm still doing this. So I reckon I've got a place to get rid of the short ones in the short term. Yeah. Because I told you, you be prepared to move it and move it and move it again and keep shuffling around until you get it in the right place. So I reckon dig this out, put it on top of here, then when I denail these short ones, I can just put them in there out the way and build a wall of them there for now. Well, that's the plan anyway, even if I have to then get a long one and nail it in the side to keep them up, and that will sort of reduce them slightly, hopefully, after moving them and then moving them and then moving them and then moving them and then moving them. I think this plan is going to work. The 4x1, 1x4, 4x2, the bigger, thicker ones are here longer. They're all ground out. The ones that are sticking together are staying there. These are the ones that are two on top of each other. The thin ones are there. The long ones here, I thought these short ones are going to fit, but they're not as short as you think they are. So there seems to be three sizes. The big long ones, they're not so long ones, but long and too long to go under the cupboard. And these short ones are here that are coming out now are getting stacked up there. So they'll grow up in there, 3 at a time. They'll fit in there. So I think the plan is coming along. Let's concentrate on all these shorties that we've got here now. Make them disappear in there. I think the plan is coming along quite nicely. Yeah. But we've still got to find it. They're nowhere near their permanent home yet. They're going to end up their permanent home. But, and I don't really want to put them outside. I've got to do all the work within the space we've got here. Moving them and removing them and moving them again and moving them again. But I think we're on the homeward stretch now. Yeah.